guys, so this week your assignment is going to be to compare and contrast two of Vincent Van Gogh's most famous paintings. With that being said, I'm going to read you a little bit about him and then I'll let you go to work. So Vincent Van Gogh was born March 30th, 1853 and he died July 29th, 1890. He was a post-impressionist Dutch painter who is among the most famous and influential figures in the history of Western art. In just over a decade, he created about 2,000 artworks, including 860 oil paintings, most of them in the last 2 years of his life in France, where he died. They include landscapes, still lifes, portraits, and self-portraits, and are characterized by bold colors and dramatic, impulsive, and expressive brushwork that contributed to the foundations of modern art. His suicide at 37 followed years of mental illness and poverty. Born into an upper middle class family, Van Gogh drew as a child. As a young man, he worked as an art dealer, often traveling, but became depressed after he was transferred to London. He turned to religion and spent time as a Protestant missionary in southern Belgium. He drifted in ill health and solitude before taking up painting in 1881, having moved back home with his parents. His younger brother Theo supported him financially, and the two kept up a long correspondence by letter. As his work developed, he created a new approach to still lifes and local landscapes. His paintings drew brighter in color as he developed a style that became fully realized during his stay in Arras in the south of France in 1888. During this period, he broadened his subject matter to include olive trees, wheat fields, and sunflowers. Van Gogh suffered from psychotic episodes and delusions, and though he worried about his mental stability, he often neglected his physical health. He did not eat properly, and he drank heavily. His friendships ended after a confrontation with a razor, when, in rage, he severed part of his own left ear off. He spent time in a psychiatric hospital, including a period at St. Remy. His depression continued, and on July 27, 1890, Van Gogh shot himself in the chest with a revolver. He died 2 days later due to his injuries. Van Gogh was unsuccessful during his lifetime and was considered a madman and a failure. He became famous after his suicide and exists in the public imagination as a misunderstood genius. His reputation began to grow in the early 20th century as elements of his painting style came to be incorporated by Fauves and German expressionists. He attained widespread critical, commercial, and popular success over the ensuing decades, and is remembered as an important but tragic painter whose troubled personality typifies the romantic ideal of a tortured artist. Bye!